Hey everyone, it's JenzTEN96 again. It's Jennifer Beaumont-Whyte, and I'm taking you on my journey to my North Star. 1096 days of blogging every single day to show you how to get to the point of living a life that lights you up. Move you from being stuck and stale and lost in your life to living a life of magnificence and passion and purpose and pleasure. Too many S's, I think. Anyway, welcome again. So tonight I have a lot of little mistakes that I've had to clear up. A couple of people have, well, actually, they're not actually mistakes. There's things that they've pointed out that I could improve on. Okay, so the number one thing was the actual setting, because I'm actually building this podcast as I'm actually doing it. Like I said before, I'm building the aircraft, building the plane as I'm flying it and bolting on things. And I've started on a new platform, and it seems to be working fine. I've gotten a clearer picture, clearer sound, and there's a lot of features that are really useful, like taking out and editing out my ums and ahs, because it gives you an automatic transcript of what I'm saying. When I go in to edit it, I can actually see where it says ums, ahs, and the filler words, and I can actually edit them out, and it edits it out of the recording as well. How cool is that? And it gives you an actual transcript, so I can put that into like a Spotify podcast if I wanted to at some later stage. And what else does it do? I'm looking at my notes as I'm speaking here. And subtitles. It gives you subtitles as well that I can put on there. But I sometimes find when I'm actually looking at people's videos with subtitles, it can be distracting. Also, so you can preview your takes here. Oh, right. Okay. So just give me a little notification of what I can do once I finish with this recording. Anyway, so cool is Riverside FM. There's probably something out there that's going to be better, but for the time being, I feel it's much better than StreamYard that I was on before. Next thing I've got to talk about is the Passion Project. I think it was the day before or yesterday that I spoke about the Passion Project. I think it was the day before. And I forgot to mention, no, I think it was yesterday. No, I think it was the day before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Passion Project is when you have too many things to do, when you're into so many things, especially as a creative, and you're touching base on all the different things you want to do, you're really passionate about each of these things that you're creating, and it's causing you angst because you want to do all of them at the same time. They're all great ideas. The idea is to take one, the most favorite one, and do that as a passion project for 30 days, okay? And then I explain in the other video what you're supposed to do with that. But I forgot to mention, once you've gotten to your 90 days, and or even a year and a half, and it's really running well, you've got the project up and running and it's doing its thing, and you've got your staff and you're making money, or if it's a charity, the charity's making money, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Then you can actually do another project, another passion that you love, because now you've got that one in place. You don't have to be running it, because people like Richard Branson and Oprah Winfrey, they don't make the tea in their companies, and they've got lots of companies, lots of fingers in lots of pies. They've created them, and then they can leave it and walk away and do something else. So you can do the same thing too. You can leave your thing, your passion project running, and pick up another passion project, and run with that one and get that off the ground. And even when you're trying these things out, I forgot to also mention that if you find when it gets to 30 days or 60 days that it's not floating your boat, you're not loving it, it's perfectly okay to put it down and leave it and say, hey, I've learned so much from that. I've learned from the experience. I now want to move on to my next passion project because that one don't like it, don't want to do it. I had a client once that she'd left her corporate job, and she was well into doing these crafts, making little crafty things like purses and pictures, and because that's what she was doing as a hobby, and she took it on board and she said, I really want to make this into a business. And once she turned it into a business, it was a different ball game. She did not like it. The pressure to make money, the pressure to make the orders, meet the orders. It just was not for her. But at least she gave it a go. And she did it for, I think she did it for about 9 months. And at the end of that, she said, no, I can't be doing this. It's not floating my boat. It's not what I thought it was. And I wanted to just go back to being a hobby. And then she went back to finding some work. So yeah, just try one thing at a time. Focus, get it done well, and then move on and do the next one. Yeah, that's what I forgot to mention in that video. The next thing I've got to talk about is my fake background in the my virtual background in a couple of the other videos. Right now, I'm talking about being authentic and real, and just showing myself up as a real me, the real person, doing me things rather than being all showy and presenter like and perfect. And in one of the videos, I was actually talking about me living in my lovely 2-bedroom house that I've moved here in Costa Rica. This is actually it's real, yeah. And I'm describing it, when I've got this other picture behind me of this beautiful place with the piano and cushions and sofas and lighting and everything. And somebody pointed out to me today that people might think that is your place that you're talking about, and that doesn't look like a normal 2-bedroom apartment. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've really got to be aware of what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, because if I want to be in this place of authenticity, I've got to make sure that I am being real. I'm not putting a fake background. The very least I could have said was, this is a virtual background and my place doesn't actually look like this. So sorry, my bad, slap wrist. Okay. The other thing was the picture behind me. Somebody noticed that I'd removed it and they actually liked it. And I just thought it looks like it's sticking out of my head. But I'm actually going to maneuver it and do something with it, or maybe put some pictures here. I'm going to do something to change it, but they actually like the color coming into the screen. So that's that. I'll tick that one, tick that, tick that, tick that one, tick that. The only thing left to talk about is, oh no, there's 2 more things to talk about now. This month, I'm going to be talking about the eye of the diamonds shine diagram. Okay. Now, now I'm on this platform here, I don't know actually how to put it onto the screen. So that's my next learning curve, is to actually get screen share going on, right? It was pointed out to me that it would have been really useful to actually have the diagram while I was talking about my first life area, because it's split into 8 life areas. And we're talking about your deep burning desires in each of the areas, what your current situation is, what you want, and what you want to feel once you've got it. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to show the diagram on the screen as I'm speaking. So I've got to work out how to do that. And talking about the module 2, I've done the diamond domain about my house. I want to talk about intimate relationship, the eye of the diamond of the life areas, the diamond, because they're in acronym form as well. So what is happening, I'm rewriting everything from the beginning of the year, because my life has changed so much this year, and I'm reassessing everything. And the eye of this part of the life area is intimate relationships, and I haven't completed it because I really need to think about it, because what I was being and who I was being before and what I wanted before, that's not where I'm at right now. I've evolved. I've gotten different aspirations in that area. And just to say that I'm actually perfectly happy on my own right now. So, but I do want to complete that form and be able to present it to you, so that you have an idea of what I'm writing, so that when you're doing your intimate relationship part, you can have an idea of what to sort of write in your journal when you're journaling. Okay, so that is why I'm not doing it today. Okay, and what's the last thing? Yes, the diagram. I've done that. I think that is it for tonight. Yes, and I really, really do value getting feedback, because it's all about me learning and getting actual feedback, because obviously when I'm in the frame, I can't see the picture because I've got a certain view of what I'm seeing or what I'd like to present. But I'd like to know what you're seeing, what your favorite things are, what your perspective of what I'm producing here. Because when I get my first interviewee, start doing my interviews, I want to be able to make it really a lovely, presentable, amazing interview so that you can get real benefit from it. There's no glitches, there's no distractions. You're listening to the messages of what is coming across. So feedback will be really, really valuable. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for watching, taking your time out to watch. Thank you for following my journey. Please let me know if you're following JenzTEN96 in your own way. You're doing your own 1096, 1096 days of blogging, vlogging, journaling, whatever it is you're doing for the 3 years that it adds up to. And please, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and please comment. Rough comments, I don't mind. Yeah, because it's all about me learning. I don't believe there's mistakes. It's all about feedback. No mistake, just feedback. Okie doke. So I will leave you guys to get on with your day, your evening, your afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now.